Eurosceptic and Tory MPs are combining to table an amendment which would see the UK try to secure a mutual standstill with the European Union all the way up until December 2021. The Malthouse Plan B amendment would see Britain extend Article 50 by nearly 2 months to May 22 before trying to strike a deal retaining the status quo while a future relationship is established. The proposal, supported by Tory MPs including Jacob Rees-Mogg, Steve Baker, Nicky Morgan, Iain, Duncan Smith and Damian Green, as well as DUP Westminster leader Nigel Dodds, would see the UK pay the Brexit divorce bill in exchange for the standstill transition. The Daily Telegraph has reported that some 15 mid-ranking Eurosceptic ministers met last week to discuss the plans and intend to vote for the amendment. One said, "The Remainers have had it all their own way, they've breached collective responsibility without any sanction, we've been loyal and look where it's got us." Theresa May has faced a backlash from Tory Eurosceptics after granting a free vote on the motion to take a no deal off the table after she suffered a crushing 149-vote defeat on her own Brexit deal. Brexit News. Theresa May has been warned up to a dozen MPs could quit to back a Plan B. Image Getty. If it's a free vote we won't win because Parliament has always been at odds with the country on this. And Duncan Smith. A motion which states Britain will not tumble out of the European Union on March 29 without an agreement is likely to be backed by a Remain cabinet minister and MPs. Mrs May, who is expected to vote in favour of the motion despite repeating that no deal is better than a bad deal, admitted in the Commons she had been troubled by the decision to offer a free vote. The move will no doubt widen already deepening cracks within the government. Former Conservative leader Mr Duncan Smith said, "I am surprised it is a free vote. The Prime Minister has said over 100 times that no deal is better than a bad deal. In the last 2 weeks she seems to have changed her mind completely. If it's a free vote we won't win because Parliament has always been at odds with the country on this." Brexit News. The proposal is being supported by a number of Tory MPs, including Jacob Rees-Mogg. Image Getty. Brexit News. Crucial votes on Britain's departure from the EU will take place this week. Image Express. Eurosceptic Tory MP and former Cabinet Minister John Whittingdale raged it was extraordinary the government is not whipping to keep a no-deal Brexit on the table. He said, "Our manifesto was plain that no deal was better than a bad deal. I would have expected the government to keep no deal on the table. I still think if we are serious in saying to the EU that we could contemplate leaving without a deal that it's the most likely way we will get the deal we are looking for." The DUP's leader in Westminster Mr Dodds suggested 10 MPs will vote against the motion, adding, "The Prime Minister was badly undermined by some of the Remainers in Cabinet. Our position is simple, the best way to get a good deal is to keep the threat of no deal on the table. Once you take that off, you are bound to be offered terms which are less advantageous. It's totally self-defeating." Brexit News. Theresa May has already suffered 2 huge defeats in the Commons this year. Image Express. Former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, who quit his role last July in opposition to Mrs May's Brexit plan, described the decision to give Tories a free vote on rejecting a no-deal Brexit as absurd. He told LBC Radio, "I think this is a fundamental matter of government policy, whether or not you're going to disable your negotiators by saying you are willing to walk away from the table or not. If you are not able to walk away from a negotiation, what is your negotiating leverage?" Following the crushing defeat for Mrs May in the Commons last night, MPs will this evening be given the chance to vote on whether to proceed with a no-deal Brexit. If that is rejected, a separate vote will then take place tomorrow to decide whether to extend Article 50 and delay Brexit.